Okay, let's begin. Bloodborne, Bloodborne. What exactly can I say about Bloodborne? It's an interesting game, for sure, compared to Miyazaki's other works, in terms of the Souls games. Definitely is most unique of the Souls games, for sure. So this is a new Game Plus build. I was going to help my friend out with this, but I accidentally did New Game Plus in this, and I kind of don't have access to many of the areas at this point. I think I just started. Yeah, I just did. Great. So this is great for me to start off with then. Perfect. I've probably played this specific Souls game the most of all of them. And I find this one to be the most interesting because it's a little different than your average Souls game. It still has very Souls-like combat, but I'd say despite the amount of weapons that are in this game, which are much, much lower than in a Souls game, or traditional Souls game, which would be, you know, Dark Souls, and, well, even Demon Souls didn't have that many weapons, but we're getting too much into just shit that doesn't really matter. I'm going on a tangent for shit that doesn't matter. So this game's pretty awesome, I'd say. It's either this or Dark Souls 3. That's my second favorite of the Souls games. It's hard for me to really judge the two, since I like them both for completely different reasons. Despite the games running at a very similar rate. Like, Dark Souls 3 kind of adopted the Bloodborne speed a little bit. It still has a nice clunky Dark Souls feel, but it has a bit more of a speedier feel whenever I decide to play Dark Souls 3. Oh, yeah, that's great. That guy's a little mad, but alright, this is fine. And out of all of the 5 Souls games that Miyazaki has made so far, I find this one to be the hardest. Now, that might come at a little of a surprise to some people. Might think, oh, Bloodborne's easy. Well, I find Bloodborne to be the most inconsistent of these games, besides Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 2, I find to be the actual hardest, but on a fair challenging level, I find Dark Souls 2 to be just bullshit. This game is just straight up hard on a fair level. Like, the game feels fair, it's just hard as shit because of how different this game is compared to Souls. One, I feel like this game has a lot less margin for error than it does in Dark Souls, because Dark Souls, you have reusable consumables. Like, your Estus flasks would generally be reusable after you use a bonfire or after you die, you know, stuff like that. However, in this game, blood vials are a straight up consumable. They replenish, but they replenish if you have any in your, like, storage. But once you use it, it's gone forever. So you have to use these items properly. In a way. That's kind of how this thing works. And then there's that rally system, which is a very unique thing to this game, though. I think Dark Souls 3 tried to adapt the rally system with a specific ring, but, you know, Bloodborne in itself has the rally system, which made it kind of unique in that way. So, to make this game a little bit more annoying, they decided to add a rally system. But I think it works to its advantages, though. I'm getting my fucking ass kicked. This is great. I don't know, there really isn't much I could say about Bloodborne other than that I like it. I think it's a good game for sure. I played this game the most out of all the Souls games. I probably put a shit ton of hours into this game. And my best friend really got me into this game. And this is actually my first Souls game I've ever played, was Bloodborne. But then, well, played. I have seen people play Dark Souls 1, and I was impressed by Dark Souls 1, though I wasn't really interested in it because it kind of was intimidating to play. But once I finally got brave enough to play Souls games, I eventually did move on to other Souls games after Bloodborne. But I gave Bloodborne kind of a shitty chance. I've only played it for like an hour. I got stuck in there because the game was way too hard. But I feel like I've made better progress in this game because I'm able to play this game a little bit better than I thought I would. I end up getting better at Souls games. I still suck at them though, compared to your average player. I think your average player would breeze through a game like this. Great. Assholes. Sadly, this weapon is not doing me well here. There we go. Sadly, this weapon is not very good because I didn't upgrade it. I spent all of my upgrades on this little guy right here. So yeah, this is New Game Plus, so this is stuff you wouldn't get in early game at all. This is all New Game Plus only stuff I'm doing right now. I do have a bunch of files on New Game, but they're all almost done with the game, and frankly, I'm not really sure what weapon I want to do next. I want to say Blood Tinge should be my next build. It should be, but I don't know if it will be. Because Blood Tinge is kind of tricky, because, you know, only really 2 weapons take advantage of Blood Tinge. But that's a gun and a melee weapon. That being the Evelyn, which is kind of like a really just a better hunter pistol. And so if you're using hunter pistol, you might as well use Evelyn as long as you got the 18 levels of Blood Tinge. Do I have a regular old gun? Yeah, I do. This will help a little bit. But yeah, parry timing is very important in Bloodborne compared to Dark Souls. In Dark Souls, it's much harder to parry. It's much harder to parry in Dark Souls. They made the parry timing a little bit more lenient since it is not required, but it's very helpful in this game. Due to you have really no other way to defend yourself other than just beating on everything. So I kind of like that they did increase the parry timing, just to make it easier for the player to actually get through certain parts. Like, some enemies just have hyper armor, and it's kind of hard to stun them, even with some heavier weapons. I might want to just switch over to the blunderbuss. Get this dog a little angry. Sadly, I'm running out of bullets, but thankfully there's actually a way to add bullets. If I press the D-pad up, I can change to blood bullets. So that's nice. So technically you do have unlimited ammo in this game in a way. You have to manage it, but you technically have unlimited ammo in that regard. So I could just keep using the cannon if I wanted to. Well, I don't know if I would be able to, because I don't know how much bullets the cannon takes. Holy shit. That was at least... So let's see here. That was at least 10 bullets. Wow. So I wouldn't be able to do it again until I got more bullets on the ground. So that really sucks. But it does look cool. Well, looks like I'll be able to do it again. So you sacrifice 30% of your HP to add 5 blood bullets, which is kind of interesting. I don't know, this game has really cool mechanics and shit like that. Actually, I don't know why I went this way at all. This was a complete waste of my time. For some reason, I'm acting like this is a new game. This is New Game Plus. I had no need for that armor set, because that's like... I usually go this way because I play this game so many times on New Game. I rarely play New Game Plus. But when I do, I prefer Toseki's. Dogs. Alright. Right, I should probably open that. Actually, I have no point in running around this place. I really don't. There's no point in me running around this place. I should just... get to... Well, no, I can't get through there just yet. I keep forgetting I don't want to go through there just yet. Is death finished? I don't know. Has Death been in any Smash tournaments lately? I don't remember. If he has, cool, I guess. He's a Robin main, so really, I don't know what to say to him. Actually, it might be 12. My math might be off. How much does the cannon take? 12. Yeah, I was off by 2. I thought, I'm like, maybe it's 12. Because now that I double check the bullet count again, my math is all fucked. Which happens when you're not in school for 3 months. You just forget all your fucking math. But yeah, I think this game is pretty awesome. It's a pretty good game. It can get really shitty at times, like most Souls games have their really shitty parts. Dark Souls 2 just has the most shitty parts. But I think Dark Souls 2, I think I overreact with Dark Souls 2 as I normally do with every game I fucking hate. Or act like I hate. I usually overreact. So Dark Souls 2 is one of those games where I kind of overreact, but at the same time, just some parts of it are like, yeah. Because me and my friend, when we're playing Dark Souls 2 together, if I ever stream it, oh my god, it's just going to be us complaining about how annoying this game is, about how annoying Dark Souls 2 is. Because one of us is gonna die, and it's gonna be like, fuck, I have to go through this area by myself, or fuck, you die, so now I gotta do all that shit again. It's one of those situations. We've been through so many crappy areas, and frankly, I still have PTSD over the Black Gulch. I had to go through that shit solo. I never want to go through the Black Gulch alone ever again. Like, I feel like I need a friend to go through the Black Gulch with me every fucking time, because I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can do it again. I don't want to. And even then, I didn't want to when me and my friend were going through it. We're still like, wow, this is terrible. Don't remind me of Black Gulch, just stop. I'm gonna give myself a fucking panic attack thinking of that fucking area again. Release my soul, please. So yeah, I do have to go through this shit, all this shit. Well, since I'm going to be pairing enemies pretty soon, blah blah, I don't really care for doing the side quests. I just kind of want to just blaze through this. I don't really need any of this stuff here. So yeah, parry timing is pretty good in this game. It's very easy. It's kind of like, instead of actually stopping the startup, well, it's not even a startup animation in Dark Souls, it's literally just like their attacking animation in general. I should probably just... I probably could have just made that easier with myself and just... Oh, I thought it was off. Alright, down into the hole with you. No, he didn't fall into the hole. Oh, now he did. Probably gonna come out to me later, though. Alright, gimme. Thanks for the stuff. If I'm gonna be using cannon, I might as well put on my rune that allows me to have more bullets. So yeah, runes are like rings if you're only familiar with Dark Souls and not familiar with BloodBorne. Runes are pretty much rings. Oh, I can stun these guys. Graceful. But I still find this game to be the hardest of all the Souls games I've played. Dark Souls 2 is just the most annoying because it just pulls out unfair garbage. Like, this game occasionally will pull out bullshit I will scream and cry about, but not to Dark Souls 2's lengths. Not even close. Dark Souls 2 is the devil. Dark Souls 2 is the Clock Tower 2 of Dark Souls 2. So there you go, more sequel memes. Which technically Dark Souls was Miyazaki's second Dark Souls game, so people like to think Miyazaki fucked up the sequel, but it wasn't even Miyazaki who made the game, for those who at least have half a brain in the Dark Souls development. I don't need that item. I don't need any of this shit. I kind of just want to get on with it. You know what? I did mean to fight a boss right now. It's been such a long time I forgot that boss existed, because you can finish that boss so quickly. I'm heading to the other boss. Whoops. I think it's because I'm so used to just doing both of them. Yeah, I think it's... Yeah, because again, I'm going basing off myself on New Game again. Because I think, oh, I need a Madman's Knowledge because I'm going to have like almost 4,000 souls. So I'm going to need to give them to the doll, so I need a Madman's Knowledge. Usually by now I'd have Madman's. And then I would just come back here be able to get access to the doll and level up. I don't need to fight these guys. But I am going to just get some free healing. And then I'm just going to go up to the bridge and fight Cleric Beast. I might just be able to do it now, but I want to see if I have enough money. Probably not, but you know I would be. Whew. At least the loading screens are nowhere near as bad as they were in the base game of this game. I keep saying Dark Souls. I just have Dark Souls on the brain so much right now that I can't even say this game's fucking titled properly. Yeah, let me double check my runes just to make sure everything is okie dokie. Yep. Maybe not. Let's see if there's any good not really. Do I not have any bullet ones? Well, that is weird. Well, I don't know if it's weird, but that's weird. Oh well. But at least now I can pretty much just ignore the starting boss. Well, I could just go on and just fight the boss of the area instead of fighting the optional boss, which is funny. They made the first technical boss an optional boss, so you can completely miss it if you wanted to. But most people didn't. Most people ended up fighting Cleric Beast first before Gascoigne. But I did actually, my first time playing through this game, I did actually fight Gascoigne first. Because I completely forgot about Cleric Beast, and then I ended up fighting Cleric Beast after, because I forgot. Oh, crap. You know what? I did have a reason to go back. Shit. We're fine. That's fine. I kind of want the extra bullets. So instead of fighting Gascoigne, we're gonna go up here. I don't know how much tougher Cleric Beast is gonna be on New Game Plus. Probably very. It's probably gonna hit really fucking hard. Because he really didn't hit that hard on New Game. Because technically he would be not your tutorial boss. I'll explain Gascoigne when we get to that guy. And when we do, oh man. I think, let's just talk about Gascoigne real quick. Fuck, I hate doing this shit. Okay. Let's see if we hit these crows real quick. Because I just don't have the patience right now. I want to see if he tries to hit me again. I really don't need the bullets, so I can kind of use them on this guy, since Cleric Beast is kind of a giant monster. Real question. Do I have fire paper on my hotbar? I have arcane, or not arcane, bolt paper instead. Do I not have a single thing of fire paper? I guess not. Let's put on Molotovs. I will say, one good thing I do like about this game is the fact that healing is triangle. So that means I don't have to have my Estus Flask or any sort of healing item on the hotbar. So I have to do a lot less hotbar navigating in this game. And just have a main item out. I mean, I could use the cannon, but that doesn't do shit because I need him in the arm. This music is amazing, by the way. I'm not even gonna sing it. My mic's too terrible for me to sing it. But as you can see, this guy's just kind of a big monster. He's not really that annoying to fight. He can be if you're just not good at this game like I am. Like, that's also because he's hitting extra hard on New Game Plus. And he does have a grab, so that can scare new players. Okay. 30 FPS, boys. But he is kind of slow, though. I want to see how much this does. Yeah, not very much for someone who's supposed to be weak to, I'm gonna free camera this fight. I find free camera to actually be very good in this game, despite enemies being much faster than they are in Dark Souls. But I find fighting monsters like this who are kind of still on the slower side and don't move very much and are just kind of just standing there. Good. Damn it, I was gonna do a really cool thing there, but his cooldown didn't end up being as much as I wanted to. Ah, I missed, son of a bitch. I'm trying not to sing, but I can't help it. This song is just so damn good. Like, this is probably the best song in the game, to be fair. Alright, let's see what we can do. He likes doing that move right now. Alright, I'm surprised that I have so little stamina on a strength build. No, that would have really hurt if I was in that at all. Thankfully that attack does shit damage and I have decent super armor right now. And he's dead. Or at least should be. There we go. Successful. Fuck you, Cleric Beast. Really, you can... He's really not a tough boss. He really isn't. I'm just bad. And plus, he's hitting extra hard on this. Because here's the thing. I usually... Here's how most players go through this game for the first time. They usually fight Cleric Beast, they die, and then they have 1 insight, and that's how they're able to level up, but then they don't have any souls. So that's kind of how they get you. So... Oh wow, my endurance is only at 18, interesting. But more damage though. That's 8 extra damage. Nah. We were doing fine with low amounts of that. As long as I'm hitting hard and strong, it's okay. Wait, did I have another level up? No way. I do. I'll take that other level up. I will take that other level up. Now fortify. Oh wait, I do? I can fortify this? Oh, that's right. It's only a level 1 axe. I keep forgetting. You know what? How much is that weapon? Oh, and one other question I have in my inventory. Do I have it? Yep, good. I don't need to get it then. Oh, I have 60 insight. That's really good. Wait, is this a plus 10? Yes, it is. Okay, I was about to be like, oh, let's get strong. I think I could buy it here. I can surprisingly use this, but I think I'd rather use... Oh my god. Oh, it saves all the weapons, huh? No, I think this is better for the build anyways, so I'm just gonna go with Kirkhammer. That's my backup weapon, since I never really use this thing. Yeah, it's a cool... This is actually the weapon I used for a little bit. It's a pretty cool looking weapon. I like it a lot. Let's fortify it. Make it decent. You know, not great. Let's see what I can put on it though. Do I got the good stuff on here? Somewhat. Yeah, I didn't really get the 18% one. Wait a minute. Oh, that's the one I already have on here. Okay. Well, let's see what we put on this. Yeah, sure. Blood tinge scaling, don't really need that. Wow. I need to get better at these. So how much damage am I doing currently? I mean, of course this one's not doing much, but this one is doing quite a bit more. So we'll work on that over the game. We don't need to go to Great Bridge. So that's an optional boss, because that bridge is closed. See, most people go to that boss going, okay, it looks like this area is that way, but then they find out, no, it's closed. So then you gotta go fuck off somewhere else. Because Kaga does not like linear progression, which is awesome. I kind of like that. Like, he never was able to recreate the amazingness that was Dark Souls 1's map. Dark Souls 1 has to be my favorite, like, Lordran has to be my favorite game map ever fucking made. It's so awesome. It's so, like, interconnected with the rest of the hub world. Like, the hub world's so interconnected with the rest of the land, and it makes so much fucking sense on how it's built. It's amazing. It's God, how the fuck did he do it? This is not gonna work. This is not a good situation, so I'm just gonna run past these guys. Yeah, that's a fucking thing that's annoying about BloodBorne. That will always be a very annoying thing about BloodBorne. Yeah, look at my no eyebrows. For some reason, I chose really shitty eyebrows for this character. So I'm gonna have to deal with this character's ugly ass face. Come on. You can do it. Come on, do it already. He takes a while. There we go. Holy shit. Cursed, yep, I'm cursed, alright. Okay, I thought he'd still be alive. You know what? I want to try the cannon again. Oh, wait. No, I want to save my bullets. Well, save, but not have to use a 12 bullet item because I'm going to need my gun for this fight. Problem is, I don't know why I picked the blunderbuss and not the hunter pistol. I should have gone back and just bought a hunter's pistol, because that's just a way better weapon. For some reason, I associate strength builds with having cannons and blunderbusses. I'm not sure why. They do absolutely nothing. Like, the blunderbuss, I just find to not be that great of a weapon. I know it has spread, and it's good for, like... There. That's a good way to deal with shit. Just to make sure we're super far away from that guy. And now it's just you and me, buddy. And it's much slower. And the bullets are much slower. So we're going to do this. So no traditional backstabs either. So you kind of have to do visceral attacks when you stun an enemy like that, but most of the time my enemies will just die to a really heavy strong attack like that. But you can technically do like backstabs from that. They're called viscerals. Yep. Now this boss many people have trouble with, and I actually find this to be the best tutorial boss almost in any video game. I find Gascoigne to just be a fantastically designed boss. Mainly because he actually teaches you how to actually fight in BloodBorne. He teaches you a good amount of the combat. Unlike most first bosses in Souls, they don't really teach you anything. In my opinion, this is the first time it, well, other than Edix Gundyr from Dark Souls 3, This is the only other tutorial boss in the Soul series that I feel like teaches you what bosses you're going to be fighting through the game. Or, not bosses per se, but he's more of the, this is the type of gameplay style you'll be going through in this game. That one wasn't a very good parry either. So you want to parry this guy, basically, because he uses an axe, which is the slowest of the 3 starting weapons. So he's much easier to parry than he would be with the other 2 weapons. And he likes to use that gun a lot. You can hit him. That's the thing. You don't have to do this, but this is the best way to deal with him, because... fuck it. What? I fucked that up. This game sucks, by the way. This game's terrible. Don't play it. He thought I was gonna dodge forward there. That's not a bad way to think about it. Fuck that up. But yeah. You're going to be using up a lot of bullets here, and this is why this fight's very intimidating on your first try through the game, because of how fast and aggressive he is. Due to the fast, aggressive nature of Bloodborne, a lot of people kind of got their ass kicked against this guy. I sure did too. This guy took quite a bit, and oh no, the cat is here. Oh no. Cat, please. She's gonna start rummaging through shit, and it's gonna annoy you. I don't know if it'll annoy me, but I don't know if it'll get through the mic, because I can't hear her right now. This music is just too good for me to listen to the cat crawling around everywhere. I'm getting my parrying timing off because of the fucking cat. This is great. But yeah, he's not easy to stun, even with my strength weapon. So... I thought I got him, for some reason. There we go. Wow, he's got a lot of fucking health on New Game Plus, and I'm already almost out of bullets, so I might need to start being a little conservative with my bullets here. Yeah, now he's got a little bit more range this time. Maybe a little bit easier to parry too. Ugh, that's a scary move. Ugh. That's scary as shit. But yeah, you can cheese him on, like, gravestones and trees and shit. There we go. That's how some people are able to beat him. If you were, like, really lucky, you can get him stuck. But I don't know if they patched that out to where his AI is a little bit smarter and not easily a bit stuck. Yeah, see, just regularly attacking him... Oh, no. Do I have the music box? I don't think I have the music box. This is gonna get really tough without the music box. This guy is fucking hard. This is the reason I think the boss fight is also very difficult, is because of this portion of the fight when he turns into a giant monster. See, that's what I mean. This guy teaches you the ways of fighting a boss in Bloodborne. You have the very fast and nimble types of enemies that you're going to want to parry, and then you get these slow, really heavy-hitting guys with lots of armor. He's not really doing that much damage, and I'm just kind of destroying his ass. So this ended up going very well. That took a long time though, because I was bad at parrying. That didn't go as well as I was hoping, but you know, whatever. His character's pretty overpowered, so that's how I'm able to beat him. I got a lot of health, and I can do a lot of damage with that Whirgigsaw if you let me lay in on him. But yeah, thankfully all of his, well, I don't know if all of his armor kind of goes away, but that form can be really hard because he's even more aggressive and crazy in that form. So a lot of people end up losing that fight if you don't have the music box, which kind of makes them go a little bit more docile for a few seconds. So you're able to, like, I know speedrunners use that opportunity to, sorry, I'm kind of burping here. They kind of use that opportunity to visceral him, just so they can do a shit ton of damage, and that's a really good way to go. Speedrunners do that shit a lot. And actually, Gascoigne, I think is the most... I think it's the boss that I think speedrunners reset the most on. because of how fast and aggressive he can be and how unpredictable he can be. Especially with a speedrun where you kind of want to run standard ways of fighting enemies, or just have a very standard pattern on how you fight an enemy. I know Orphan of Cost was one of those bosses that was really hard for speedrunners to adjust to, until people found out about a knife trick. So, there's all that, but I'm never going to speedrun this game. I am not good enough, nor do I have the patience of just resetting certain fights for hours trying them out. As fun as you think that would be for me, because I do like fighting some of these bosses for hours, like Orphan of Cost, I can fight that dude all day. He might even be my favorite boss in Souls. Even though I just recently fought Knight Artorias in Dark Souls 1, and that fight was fucking amazing. And then when I fought Ornstein Smo and beat him for the first time... No, seriously, I did actually beat them for the first time. That went very well. I had one Estus left, so it was really close. It wasn't a fucking like, I destroyed them. No, it was more of like a, holy shit, I thought I was gonna die there. And I fought super powered Ornstein. And I was still surprised how well I was doing there. Like, I think it's because, I'm gonna talk about Ornstein Smo for a second, because I sucked that boss's dick. But I really did enjoy that fight. That fight was incredible. My first time going through there. Oh, so good. Ornstein Smo. Fantastic fight. Like, the first thing Ornstein did was try to charge at me, and I just kind of walked forward, and he completely missed his, like, his thrusting stab. That shit made me laugh, and then Smo's attacks were laughably easy to dodge, because here's the thing. I have beaten pretty hard bosses in Dark Souls 3 before playing Dark Souls 1. So I kind of got a little bit of a rush factor, like I'm able to like dodge really slow bosses a lot easier. And Ornstein or Smo was like the easiest fucking thing to dodge in my life, because I literally fought I'm thinking of the boss right now from Dark Souls 3's first DLC. Fuck. Friday and Ariandel. That fight is dumb. It's dumb stupid. I hate that fight, but it made Smo the easiest enemy to dodge in video game history for me. So that made the fight like 3 times easier. Was the fact that I'm so used to fighting nimbler big bosses. Oh, I didn't find these guys wrong. I should be using my gun. Too bad I'm not able to use the cannon much. Oh no, I have a lot of fuck. I have a lot of what's it called? Insight. Now these guys get extra attacks. Yeah, insight's kind of an annoying random factor in this game, because literally enemies will just gain random new attacks, and sometimes different enemies will appear depending on how much insight you have. If you have a high amount of insight, you will... It's technically like putting the game in hard mode. It's fucking weird. It really is. It's one of the weirdest things I think Miyazaki has actually fucking done in this game, was the fact that he made a system to where it's kind of hard to tell what's going on. So now I don't have to go through there. All that shit I don't have to go through, but I might want to go through it anyways. Do I want to? You know what? Yes. Yes, I do. Because there is a boss there and I want to fight it. And plus, I get goodies, a specific goodie that will help me with another fight that's beyond that gate anyways. So, I'm just going to see about running past all these guys. I know it seems like a dumb idea, but that's what I kind of want to do right now. Oh no. There we go. Did you see that dumbass dog? He literally flew so high he just stuck himself in the stupid wall. What an idiot. I would have made a stupid dog, Courage Cowardly Dog reference, but whatever. Yes, I want to talk to you because you give me goodies that will help me with boss I don't like. Thank you. That will be useful. And no, it is not Bloodstar Beast, it is Vicar Amelia. We'll talk about that boss when I finally get to that boss. And fuck that boss right up her fucking bandaged ass. I fucking hate Vicar Amelia so much. She was the problem. I didn't like Bloodborne for the longest time. It doesn't, that boss literally does not make any fucking sense to me why she is such an early game boss when she has like so many tools. Fuck, I don't even want to think of it. She's kind of like your gateway to the mid game, and I fucking hate her for it. I want to see if I compare it to dog. Come on, puppy. Come on, puppy. Alright, fucking dick. Okay, well then fine. I'll do this shit my own way then. Now give me your stuff. Stuff that is not useful to me, but it is stuff nonetheless. Thankfully I can see the stream, and it's going by very well. I have not seen a single thing of buffering, so that's great. I'm surprised how well my streaming has been going lately with internet. Because I have decent internet, not like 300 megabytes a second internet, but I got decent internet despite it being Comcast. I know people don't really like Comcast very much, but it's all I got in my area, so they kind of monopolize my area a little bit, despite AT&T having internet providers as well. But when my friend moved from by our schools to the base, our like rundown shitty military base, he ended up having to switch to Comcast, and oh my god, I remember we used to have a shit ton of problems with Comcast, or at least on his end, because he was kind of like, for some reason his internet just would fuck because he had Wi-Fi. I'm not using Wi-Fi, I'm using Ethernet on both my computer and my PS4, so that's probably helping a little bit more. Because I will never use Wi-Fi. I've used Wi-Fi enough in other places to be like, I never want to use Wi-Fi personally. It's fucking terrible. So when I eventually live in my own place, I hope I am able to set up my own, like, internet, so that I could just use Ethernet on all of my shit. Because I cannot fucking stand Wi-Fi for the life of me. I can't stand it. It's way too inconsistent, and it spikes way more often than fucking Ethernet. And I watch a lot of streams and shit, so that usually requires a little bit of bandwidth, and I don't think an apartment complex's internet would suffice my internet needs, because I use high-powered stuff, because I watch a lot of HD videos on YouTube. Like, I watch a lot of LPs on YouTube and shit. Where the fuck am I going? I completely lost track. Yes. I don't know why I left. There was no reason to. I completely fuck, I'm an idiot. I'm just wasting time. Time I could be spending drawing manga, but you know what? I'm not going to, because for some reason I just don't feel like it today. It's just one of those days where I just don't feel like working on my manga, because the story is just so... It's so rough. The story is just kind of like in such rough edges right now that it's really not gonna be anything for like another 10 years until I'm able to work around these problems. But that, like, not only is the art bad, the story might even be worse than my fucking art, which is already terrible enough and already unfinished enough. No, I will not turn back. No, turn back. No, I don't want to. Fucking asshole. These beasts are docile on my ass. Look at these assholes. If they were docile, they wouldn't be trying to kill me. Fucking lying ass. I think there's another one that comes out, right? No, I'm wrong, as I am half the time. So I won't be able to, well, I might try to use this. I doubt it'll do much, yeah. Let's try this. No. I'm gonna switch to this. Ah, see, there's that guy. I knew it. I fucking knew it. I'm like, I am not crazy. That guy was fucking there. Piece of shit. I've played this game enough to know that there was a third guy that literally just comes out of the smoke. I think there's another one. Yeah, there he is. I'm not even gonna bother. I don't know if that's making a bunch of noise, because people are turning on the bathroom fan downstairs. It's probably making a shit ton of noise, which sucks. I was kind of hoping it wasn't, but... And sadly, people were opening and closing doors downstairs. Please, no. Ow. Ow. Fucking piece of shit. Yeah, good luck with that. Do I have any antidotes? Well, there's gonna be 3 there. Yeah, I do have my quick bar. No. There. I should slow down whenever I use that stuff, because I end up missing it half the time. Because it's not like Dark Souls where you can kind of see the item that's coming up ahead. This was a bad idea. I should have left the room and just kind of fought anything that was still alive. But yeah, there's just days where I just don't want to work on my manga. Hopefully I can, maybe even start tonight if I'm not streaming too much. Since I, kind of go to sleep late. Like most young adults and teenagers in this generation do. Nope. Nope. Alright. There's really nothing here I want. I should actually just run through this part. Just ignore the enemies, because now I'm in a safe place. And just fight whatever's coming at me. Which is everything. I should free camera this part. I don't know why I was relying on lock-on. Alright. There you are. There we go. Both of you get hit with that. There we go. No, we don't want to go anywhere down there, so I'm just gonna I want to see what this item is. You know what? Since we're not really gonna be using that, I might as well just have the cannon on just to look cool. Yeah, this fucking room. This room sucks. Alright, here comes the cavalry, I'm pretty sure. Yep, here they come. This part sucks because a bunch of enemies just come out of nowhere and they can poison you. Now, for some reason, got a poison buff. Somehow that enemy gave them poison on their claws. I don't know how that works, but you know what? The works of religion apparently has its effects, and I'm almost dead. Wow, they hit fucking hard too. Yeah, as you can see, there's like 20 different fucking monsters popping up here when that monster just busts the shit out of everything. I hear another monster. Yeah, there it is. See if it hits you both. Yeah. Oh, there's the other ones. You know what? Just to make it easier, Yeah, I should probably come in there with like full on stamina. Just go. Oh. There we go. Alright, almost to a shortcut. You like shortcuts. I might try to do some Chalice dungeons too, now that I think about it. Chalice dungeons would be an interesting idea. I forget what item that is. It's probably not worth my time. I can just look over it then. Not really worth my time at all. Wait a minute. This looks familiar. Oh, right, shortcut. Shortcut, shortcut, shortcut. Ugh. Hopefully I'm not stuttering too much. For some reason, whenever I think words in my head, sometimes they don't go out fully. Well, hopefully they are going out fully. Alright. I know you assholes like to hide in this little shit fest. Come on. Oh, there's another friend of yours. I hear him. Okay. Oh. Why am I stuck? Ow. Ow. Stop eating my necks, please. Just stop eating it. You know what you deserve? You deserve some of this. This weapon is a beautiful, beautiful crafted weapon. Built from the gods. And it's unlocked. Alright. Are you ready for a jump scare? Boo! Oh, get a little closer, will ya? Yeah. Let's unlock that shortcut. I feel like I have good enough health to just fight the boss. Problem is I'm not sure how well I'll do on this boss. Oh, that's extra fire paper. Perfect. I'll need that for another crappy boss. This isn't the crappy boss, though. I actually like this boss. But he can be tough. Because the setup I know a lot of speedrunners use is really good, but I kind of never can understand it. I tried it before and it just never worked. Hopefully I can get it to work. Oh, no, I don't need you. You have shit I don't need. I know I said I wasn't going. Fuck, why am I doing this? No, don't. Don't be tempted to go back to get 2 blood vials. Don't be fucking tempted every fucking time. That was something I probably... No, I don't need that shit. Just to get a couple blood vials, you'll probably get on the way. Don't be tempted to go through 2 fucking loading screens and wasting everyone's, including mine's, time. I think there's an enemy there. Yeah. I don't remember what it was. I think it was Molotovs. No, it wasn't. I don't know what it was. Oop. Thank you. So you just got that blood vial back. You didn't need to go to fucking place. You didn't need to go to Hope World. See, look, another blood vial. You fucking idiot. No. That was a bad combo. The fourth hit on this weapon's ridiculous. And this should be a dead dog. Well, that just... you got lucky there, doggy. Lucky puppy. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna be a fucking bitch and just summon an NPC. I kinda like the extra firepower this guy gives out. And then there's another NPC I'm gonna use for Vicar immediately because I just... this just shows you how shitty I am to this fucking game because I just want to use NPCs to help me out here. I feel like they're very helpful at times. Good old Alfred. Hopefully Alfred appears. I might switch to the blunderbuss. That'll help a little bit more. Music's also great, by the way. Damn it, for some reason I'm just so tired I'm gonna be off on my shots, so I might as well just roll my way to victory. No, that's super armor rate. Look how much health this fucking guy has. Man, I click R1 way too often. I should just calm down whenever I use this thing. It probably will help a little bit, so I don't end up wasting stamina. Yep. No, ow, ow. Oh, I'm dead actually. Holy shit. Yeah. I'm gonna try Molotov, see how much it does. Yeah. Not enough damage. Ugh, please. Ugh. That was a bad play on my part. He's not. We're not even halfway to killing him. It's already been like probably 5 minutes. This boss is taking way too long to kill. Holy crap. Oh, come on, really, already? No! Ugh, I thought I was gonna get poisoned again. I want to wait for my poison meter to go down a little bit more, or at least let Mr. Vile Blood Man draw the aggro for a little bit. But yeah, I find this boss to be a little difficult. Like I said, I actually think all the bosses in this game can easily fuck you up. And this is one of them because of how, like, annoyingly aggressive you have to play this game and how little options you have to fight. I find this game has the least amount of options to fighting. There's really no good options of fighting, especially early game. They don't give you very many tools to fight other than just clobber everything. So it does make the game quite tough. And again, the limited options doesn't really help. Like, magic in this game is really fucking weird. So it's... being a mage in BloodBorne is kind of a weird thing to be. Again, this boss is just being ridiculously tough. Thankfully, oh my god, explosion of poison, man. Holy shit. Ugh, come on. I mean, I got left 7. Yeah, you actually get a decent amount, I think, in that little cove area. Again, if you a blood cocktail, I'm gonna have to take my chance here, since Alfred's distracting this guy for me. Oof, this fight's taking a fucking long time. Oh my god, ow. Oh no, Alfred, please. I'm gonna have to draw aggro. Alfred? I think Alfred's dead. No, he's not, but I'm dying though. Pretty quickly. I think there's a couple of stuff I can grab real quick. Yep, 3. That'll help me last a little longer. Oh no, I'm gonna have to fight this boss myself. Sadly, I think Alfred's out of healing, so... Oh my god, no. I need healing. Ah, I knew that was not going to work out very well. That boss was taking a long time to kill, holy shit. Maybe I was being too docile in that beginning, but wow, that did not work well at all. That went terribly. That boss was taking a real clobbering, holy shit. See, I do suck at this game. I just proved it right there. I'm terrible at this game, and this is an early game boss, mind you, on New Game Plus. I should have kicked that guy's ass, but this is BloodBorne, the hardest game in the Souls series. So I'm not surprised that I got my ass kicked there. Do I even want to fight him right now? I might want to... You know what? I'm going to switch over to another character and just do a little bit of Orphan of